What's up, fam? This is part 2 of Big Ant from Urban Politicians giving his thoughts on Charleston White. All right, let's get right into that.
We not a monolith. Getting on here saying black people don't like us as black people because we lazy, because we have because we too prideful. We feel like we old, nigga. What? We loud. Him and Sir Cotton pushing that dumb shit, my nigga. Why would you say and speak for the black community and use all negative stereotypes that are not true? When you go to your family reunion, right? If it's 100 people, how many people be at your family reunion?
It'd be a lot.
What, 75?
Yeah, 75 to 100, we'll say.
Okay, 75 to 100 at your family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the people don't work jobs?
Damn, everybody work.
Pretty much, and that's pretty much any big black family.
Unless
when you
they
go,
older.
Unless they older, but
yeah.
when in our families, bro, as a whole, when we go to family reunions, or even if you look in your neighborhood, majority of the black people in your neighborhood work.
Got a job. Yeah.
They got a job. Whether they like the job or not, they still get up there and go. My people work jobs, nigga. My grandparents was working jobs 30 years, nigga. They retired old age, holding it down. Even before that, nigga, our people work and grind is what built this country. So why do we get this stereotype of black people lazy? Who created that shit? Who created that? Let me tell niggas like Charleston White something. When niggas was in the field picking cotton, when the master was sitting in the shade in the house drinking lemonade and tea and water, the nigga that came in with the least amount of cotton got called lazy, nigga. And he been out there busting his ass about to die to reach an imaginary limit of cotton he supposed to pick that they made up to keep niggas working. They called that nigga lazy while they sat in the house and chilled. So the lazy concept on black people been getting pushed forever. No, the truth is we have some people that are lazy. We have some people that are loud and ignorant and uneducated. But the media, the propaganda and the stigma that's been going on for hundreds of years, them niggas are going to wear every negative stereotype that we can put on them niggas, and it's gonna represent them. We're gonna take the bad percentage of black Americans and make that represent all. They don't promote fathers taking care of their families. And it's a bunch of niggas that do. Your daddy was there.
Yeah.
My pops took care. Hey, nigga, my uncles, all them niggas looked out, gave a nigga game. Nigga got out here, did shit on his own that he knew better than not to do. But nigga, we raised right, bro. How come no other group of people, they're bad, they're negative, they're lazy? How come that does not represent all of them?
Yeah, that part. And he continuously speaks and paints black people with a broad brushstroke because, you know, people don't know the facts that black people are not the face of poverty. We are not the face of being lazy, nor are we the face of food stamps and welfare queens, as the news media like to tell people. But if Charleston White was really intelligent and read as much as he says he has, then he would know that. More whites are on food stamps and in poverty and use government assistance more than blacks, and I can challenge anyone to look that up. They push Charleston to the forefront to reinforce negative stereotypes of black people. And it reminds me when Danny Ferry was the general manager of the Atlanta Hawks, and they were thinking about trying to draft Lou Alding out of Duke University. Danny Ferry had read the scouting report out loud, and the scouting report was insensitive and had racist overtones. Common sense would tell a person if something was offensive not to read it out loud because it offended some people that were in the room, and it became a big story on ESPN. So then all of a sudden, Magic Johnson stepped up and talked about how long he'd known Danny Ferry, and it was instant pushback because it seemed like they used Magic Johnson as a reason for him to keep his job. But you had a lot of black leaders during that time that came out forcefully to say that Magic Johnson does not speak for the whole black community. And a few days later, the Hawks fired Danny Ferry, regardless of what Magic Johnson had said. And the lazy stereotype applies to all races. And I agree with Big Ant that the majority of black people I know get up and go to work whether they like the job or not. My mother has 7 siblings, 1 brother, 6 sisters, and all of them work their whole lives, own their homes, and are now retired. And on my dad's side, he has 5 brothers and 3 sisters, and it's the same. All of them work their whole lives, own their own homes, now retired. So, no, we are not a monolith. Let me repeat that. Black people are not a monolith. And I totally agree that seeing black people in the light of negative stereotypes was intentional, because no other race is labeled so negatively in that way. And it does go straight back to labels placed on people during slavery. And as I stated earlier, Charleston does make some great points, and this is not personal, but a lot of his painting his own people with broad brushstrokes is a lot of what white supremacists push daily, all the time. But we're not listening. That's the key phrase that I pulled from Big Ant's interview that he kept harping on. We aren't listening. And a lot of times when Charleston White speaks, he shoots from the hip without a thought of what he's saying. When he keeps going with the we talk, every race has bad apples, but their few bad apples does not represent all of them when we talk about race. And it's sad that we don't control our own narratives as black people. And it's purposefully done by media day in and day out. But remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And remember, put God first, keep your head on a swivel, and stay on your pivot.